What's going on, guys? This is GameZone. Welcome to my channel. In this video I will be telling you guys how to get the new cars gear that came out with the major update, and also explain how it is going to work. And before we jump into that, I also asked developer directly about the invocation and ancestral gear, whether they can roll out with the curse gear as well. So yeah, let's jump into that first. So I asked the developer if invocation and ancestral gear properties can also come with the curse gear, and I got my answer from them, and it was like curse, ancestral, and invocation gear are all unique properties and cannot be found on the same item. Curse gear should be more accessible inside the tower system, which is why it was called out in the patch note that was originally. And ancestral and invocation gear should also more accessible inside warband activities, defense castle, like it has always been. So yeah, if you want to get the curse gear, you have more chances of getting that inside the tower activities. And if you guys are looking for invocations, then you have more chance of getting them inside the castle of Stavanger or warband activities, and both of them do not roll out together, which mean you have to choose between them that what suits you the best. And now let me explain how the curse gear properties works. So as you can see, I have bunch of curse gear right now in my inventory, and when I scroll down to the curse properties, this is what it says, and also it explains how the buff is going to work out. But all of these positive and negative are going to have a unique named label to them, so that you would know that they are the same. And in order to make them work, in order to make your positive curse property work, you need the same properties. Like right now it is called lashed. You would need two of these in order to make that work. Let's say if you have one of this which is lashed out, and the second is torture, and you equip both of them, they are not going to work and activate, because you would need the same properties, the positive property, so that they can actually work like a set bonus. Just like if you want to make shalbars work, the first bonus, you would actually need two pieces, and it works the same way. But when it comes down to the negative property, it doesn't matter. You don't need the same negative property in order to make your positive property work. Meaning you can end up having two negative for just one positive effect for your character, and that is, in my opinion, is a tricky thing if it is going to be worth it for the player. And also, if you guys find a good gear, a curse gear that you actually like and want to change the property, I mean the positive property of that gear, you can actually do that by going into the, hold on, blacksmith here, and there is going to be a new tab, curse purifying. And once you go down here, this one has the lash, this one doesn't have the lash, hold on. And you can actually reforge that with the purification shard. These purified fragment can be used to upgrade curse items. That is what it says. And when I click get more, it says I have to go in the curse tower and do the curse tower activity. So that is where you actually get that. So let me just reload that right now. That says it has the torture. Let's switch that, and the new property is this, and I can keep reloading that until, hold on, if I find myself lashed. And as you can see, alright, I found the lash. And what was it? Hold on. This was lash. And was it this lash as well? Both of them are the same weapon? Did I waste it? Yeah, okay, both of them are the same weapon, meaning I just wasted my uh shards on the same weapon. I didn't realize that. But anyways, you can activate one positive properties and can have two negatives. And if you guys want to know the how many positive properties are there, you can check that as well. And how you can do that is you can go to the curse purifying, then click on the curse gear, and then preview all positive curse properties and click here, and you will be able to see all the curse, all the curse properties that will get from this new gear pieces. And there are a couple of them. And not only you will be able to see that, but you can check the 2-piece buff, 4-piece buff, and 6-piece buff. Let's say if I want to get this one for my demon hunter, your primary attack has a chance to generate 3 crackling wisp that target nearby enemies and deal continual damage to enemies they hit. I can have 6 of these in all my 6 gear pieces, meaning you can actually roll out the same buff in all your gear pieces. It doesn't matter, they are not locked behind specific gear pieces. You can actually make all your gear pieces with the same positive effect. And the 6th piece is going to give you, when an enemy dies while still taking damage from a wisp, it will explode for 24% of your damage. And the 4th piece is, when an enemy dies while still taking damage from a wisp, it will explode for 24% of your damage. So that's just a double damage buff on 6 pieces that you are going to get. But the 2 piece is actually a bit different. Your primary now has a chance to generate 3 crackling wisps that target nearby enemies and deal 18% of your damage per second over 3 seconds to enemies they hit. And then it's follow up that so that they can actually explode, and every single one of them are just like that. So this is how it is going to work, the curse gear. But then again, now you have to choose between the curse gear and invocation and ancestral weapons, whether they are going to be worth it for you or not. Because right now, as you know, if you have the same invocation in your gear, what will happen is that it is going to reduce the cooldown of that same invocation property, but that thing is not going to happen in the curse gear, and they have a 30-second cooldown, most of them. So it is up to you. For now, I am actually using myself the 15% damage buff from my ancestor property, which I find really good because it lasts for 6 seconds, and my V2's Urge can make it work for 8 seconds. So in my opinion, I would still suggest going with the ancestral tableau unless I see a really huge buff benefit from the curse gear itself. But anyways, we will see how much the game is going to drop the curse gear compared to the invocation and ancestral gear, because I believe that since it is a new update and a major update, the game is trying to force us to get the curse gear and try them out, and we might not be lucky getting the good invocation upgrade gears. But let's see if this one has the invocation here. No, it doesn't have an invocation here. Invocation is missing here and missing. All right, so as you can see, we will know in due time. But for now, this is how it is going to work, and I hope I explained it well for you guys. Do let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.